Usaco 2017 U.S. Open Contest Bronze. Problem 2, Bovine Genomics. Farmer John owns N cows with spots and N cows without spots. Having just completed a course in bovine genetics, he is convinced that the spots on his cows are caused by mutations. At great expense, Farmer John sequences the genomes of his cows. Each genome is a string of length M built from the 4 characters A, C, G, and T. When he lines up the genomes, he gets a table like the following, shown here for n equals 3. Okay. Looking carefully at this table, he surmises that position 2 is a potential location. Position 2 is a potential location that can explain spottiness. That is, by looking at the characters of just this position, Farmer John can predict which of his cows are spotty and which are not. Position 1 is not sufficient by itself to explain spottiness, since A in this position might indicate a spotty cow or a plain cow. So, given the genomes of Farmer John's cows, please count the number of locations that could potentially explain spottiness. So, the thing about this problem is, for every position, you want to check if the letters in the ones for the spotty cows are all distinct from the ones in the plain cows. So for example, the first position doesn't work because there's an A in spotty and there's an A in plain. So you cannot by itself determine whether this is a spotty or a plain cow, because it could be both. But on position 2, there's AAG and CCC. Here, if it's an A, it must be a spotty cow, because a plain cow at this position does not have an A. And same thing for G and same thing for C. 3 would not work because T's in both the spotty cows and the plain cows. So what you do is you loop through all the positions, and then you just check if all of them are distinct. Like none of these appear in these, and none of these appear in these. Or you only need to check the first one, because if none of these appear in these, then the other way around also work. So the code is hold on here. Okay, so I have an array of size n for the spotty and the plain. So I say the spotty, read in. I have a map, and I have a boolean. I have an answer. I increment every time it works. So I loop through all the positions, and then I loop through all of the spotty and non-spotty. So I increment, right? I increment my map, and then I loop through the map, and then I check if I loop through the plain map, and I check the spotty, right? So this is checking if this certain character appears in the spotty for this position. If it does, then it doesn't work, right? Right? Because then it wouldn't be distinct. You'd have to have all of them not be in spotty and plain at the same time for it to work. I clear the maps, and then if it still works after looping through the entire thing, then I increment my ans, then I print out my ans. Basically, you're looping through the positions, and then you're looping through the cows, right? And then you're checking if for every cow in the plain that the spotty, there's never a cow of the same there's never the same letter that appears in the spotty cows. If it does, then it will not work, because then you can't tell if it's distinct or not. Yeah. So that's it. It's a brute force problem.